I'm not sure how it goes for you, but have you ever sat down, look at the paper and feel like there's no ideas? It's not art block per se that is happening, it's more of I rarely have any creative ideas. Where did my imagination go? I feel that as a kid I was much more imaginative and I ended up losing it at some point. Life happens and some things we end up leaving behind. But getting my imagination and creativity back is something that was a must for me. I wanted to create stories in my mind, characters, and be able to draw them and share them with you. Even though I don't usually create comics, I like to add some storytelling to my pieces, either through what the characters wear, how they look, and even by what surrounds them. While drawing this piece, for example, that was the case. I did this on stream and we always end up discussing what are the characters I'm drawing doing, watching, what do they like, what not. In this case, our prompt word of the week was cozy. So I wanted to draw a girl watching a movie, all comfortable with her cat. Since this one was done around Christmas time, my viewers decided that she was watching Home Alone. We also decided that the cat was much more interested in the movie than the girl. The cat was probably taking notes on some ideas to protect the home better. I think that these were very fun ideas and the visual elements I added helped my viewers understand and create a story in this piece. And this is where our imagination enters. Not only mine, but whoever sees the drawings I make. Even if you feel like you lost the creativity you once had, don't worry, it's not lost forever. You can reawake your imagination and drawing will be even more exciting. So the first advice I have is to try new things. Sometimes we get stuck doing the same thing over and over and we feel like it's time to move on to new and different things. Try new art styles, new mediums, and even new techniques. You might not stick with these new things you're drawing, but you might end up applying something you've learned into your drawing process. Another thing that might help spark your imagination is to do some drawing challenges. Prompts are a great way to restart your idea machine. I started this prompt challenge over on my Instagram and that's actually where this piece is coming. I post a new prompt word every 2 weeks and then we just have to draw whatever that word brings to our minds. So for example, cozy for me is spending the afternoon with some warm tea, some mantles or a heater to keep me warm while playing games, reading or watching a movie. On the other hand, I also really like to feel comfortable in what I'm wearing. So I also drew this one, where I'm wearing a huge jacket that feels very cozy to me. To you, cozy might have other meanings. We all have different ideas and it's always so interesting to see what can each person draw with just one word. So I think that prompt words are amazing at sparking our creativity and imagination. Sometimes we'll draw something that is very direct, but others the word has a special meaning to us. There are other drawing challenges that can be really helpful. For example, color palette challenges. Limit yourself to just one color, 2 or 3. This way you have a limited and predetermined palette for you. Now all you have to do is have an idea where you can apply these colors to. You never know where the colors you got will take you. There's many challenges around and I highly recommend exploring them. If you want to join Draw the Prompt, just follow me on Instagram at art.by.corgi. We post a new word every 2 weeks. Then just post your drawings with the hashtag #drawtheprompt and don't forget to tag me so I can share your artwork. Alright, the next advice I have for you might sound a bit weird at first, but read, watch, play new things. Consuming art is as important as creating. When you read a book, our mind is creating images of what we're reading. This also goes for when we read comic books, watch a movie or play a game. Our minds end up replaying what we're reading or watching. We also tend to imagine alternative scenes with the characters, other endings, other adventures. This inspires us to draw more. We don't want these ideas only on our head, so pick up the pencil and sketch them. If sometimes you don't feel like drawing, then go watch or read something new. If you're watching a movie or series, don't forget to have your sketchbook nearby in case you want to make some studies of what you're watching or sketch out some new ideas. Another thing that can help you get your imagination back is to develop your skills. There's always new things that we can learn. Learning something new sparks our curiosity, and inevitably, that will spark our imagination. For example, I felt a bit stuck with just drawing characters and nothing else. So I decided to start and draw more backgrounds. They don't need to be super complicated and detailed, but I want to start doing them. This piece is an example of that. I left my comfort zone into doing something new, and it was actually quite fun. Was it a bit more challenging than what I'm used to? Yes, but it's fun and exciting, experimenting and feeling my art improving with each new drawing. Don't be afraid to learn and do new things. Learn to enjoy the process. Alright, on to the next tip. Hang out with your artist friends or join online communities. We can always give ideas to each other. Looking at others' art can also give you new ideas. Talking with other artists about the things we like, saw, read lately will spark our creativity and gives us inspiration into drawing new things. If you don't have lots of artist friends, then join communities online. There are forums, Facebook groups, and other social media platforms where you can talk with like-minded people and help each other. Join drawing classes nearby you. These are the perfect opportunities to find people like you and share your art with each other. Another great idea is if you have friends that enjoy drawing, then plan a sketching date. You can all go to a coffee place, sit down and draw together as you eat some cake and get some warm drinks. You never know what kind of crazy and fun ideas might come out of these meetings. Lastly, but not least, create and improvise stories. You don't need to write them down if you don't want, but it's always helpful. Ever since I was a kid, I'm always thinking and creating new stories in my head. I'm not really sure why, but I'd feel a bit shy about this, so I never tell them to anyone nor write or draw them. It was only a few years back that I decided to embrace these stories. I don't know why I never wanted to share them, maybe because I felt they weren't good enough, but the truth is, we're drawing for ourselves. Now creating my own characters is much more exciting because I have stories for them. That helps me have a better idea of how they look like, what should they wear, and how should they stand. Every time I have random ideas of stories or characters, I write them down on my phone or sketchbook so I can develop those later on. Keep and take notes of everything you come up with in your head. These will really help you create new illustrations. If you feel it's hard to come up with stories, I find that role-playing games like Dungeons & Dragons are of great help for this. It was actually the thing that made me embrace my own story and characters' ideas. These games basically give you instructions on how to create a character. This can help you start creating your own characters, and then you'll come up with more and more ideas. Explore every idea you have. Some might not work, but you won't know until you try. Even those that don't work, it's something you've learned, and there's always space to tweak and change things. Our imagination is never gone, only dormant. Slowly, and with these 5 tips, you'll get back at having tons of creative ideas for your own drawings. Now, if you have other tips or ideas, feel free to share them in the comments, and if this video helped, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel so you can see more videos like this. And as always, keep on drawing!